Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Greg, your co-host of the Grilling to Get Away podcast. And I'm here with my buddy.
What's happening, everyone? This is Ben.
Ben, welcome back to the studio.
Welcome back.
We're back.
We're
in the basement.
It's good to be.
Just where we did, we were in the corner, in the back of the building. Now we're in the basement, back where we belong.
Back where we belong, yeah. We don't have to worry about anyone.
Yeah, everybody kept asking, why they put you guys way in the back? It took me forever to find you. I was like, well, that's where we belong.
Yeah. We're here for a reason,
Yeah.
They knew what they were doing.
Yeah, we're
these two clowns.
Yeah, I was telling Becky about that. I was like, you know what, me and Ben, we're back corner people. We're not front. We're not front and center people.
Don't bring me down with you.
Well,
Yeah, I know.
It's
if the shoe fits.
It is. It does. Right. So, no, we're back in the basement here. Happy to be back.
Happy to be back.
Yeah,
it's good. Good 11 days.
It was, man. It was amazing. It's been like the last 6 weeks, man. We've been running like crazy, and now we a little downtime. A little time to rest, recover, and then we're gearing up for our
right back into it.
Yeah, our fundraiser, our backyard bash, which we talked to like over 500 people about at State Fair. Giving away flyers and just talking and stuff. So it was awesome, man. And got to see a lot of people, got to talk to a lot of people that had bought our stuff in the past, listen to the podcast, get our newsletters. Like they were pulling it up and showing us like, hey, I just got your newsletter.
One guy had a full folder.
All 400 of them, like he's like, he was trying to pull up a recipe from, a couple of years ago on his phone, and his emails, and wasn't working because we switched email providers. So some of that stuff.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, sorry, but you can always go out to our website, burnpitbbq.com, and just type in whatever recipe you're looking for.
Yeah.
It'll pop up some blog recipes and podcast episodes, whatever what we're talking about it. But no, it was great, man. Great time over the past few weeks, month and a half or whatever, getting out around Wisconsin here, talking about the business, talking about what we're doing, and just sharing some products.
Yeah, man, lots of people out there. It was a good time.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good time. It was, man, it seemed like there were days that just dragged and some days flew. Like it was one of those where, when we were first starting and getting into it, it was like, holy cow, it's gonna be, what are we doing? And then all of a sudden it was done.
Yeah, then it was over. Now we're like, okay, now what do we do next?
Yeah, now what?
Now what? But no, we try and sleep a little bit.
Yeah, catch up,
do inventory. And then we plan to, get ready for our backyard barbecue competition that's coming up.
Which means making some
maple whiskey.
Delicious
sauce.
Pumped.
Yeah.
Pumped. The house is going to be smelling delicious for hopefully the next few months after that.
How many people came up and asked, like, when are you guys making the sauce?
Sign up for our emails.
Sign up for the email. You'll be first dibs on our pre-sales because the pre-sales is going to be happening here soon.
Yeah.
And we're only making a certain number of bottles. We'll probably bump it up a little bit this year because we had such a good response last year, and it keeps continuing to grow and people buying more bottles. And
we're going to have to put a limit on this.
I know, yeah.
What did we do? 250, 225, something like that.
Something like that, yeah. And then,
it was over 200.
Yeah, it was more than we were planning on doing.
Yeah.
But now we're gonna do it again. I got the maple syrup from up north. So this is syrup that's tapped from Wisconsin trees, Ben. And up in the central Wisconsin where my parents live, they help us gather and collect as much maple syrup as we can. So
I know if this keeps growing, they're gonna have to start tapping.
We're gonna have to start our own.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah, just go up there and live up there and just make maple whiskey all year long.
Well, what do we sign up for that?
Yeah, well, there we go.
There we go.
Go fishing and then come back and then do some maple whiskey. Yeah.
That's living, Greg.
That is. It is. Cash only. No, we would never do that.
No.
But it was a great time. Great time talking to people. A lot of people coming up and just sharing what they're cooking and what they like to do. And a lot of new barbecuers and grillers, of course. And that's what we love to hear. A lot of young folks coming up and saying that they just bought their first smoker or their first grill and are looking for something to help them season their stuff with. So,
what were some kind of some oddities, I guess, that you had heard?
As far as what people are grilling?
Yeah.
Well, somebody asked us if we had ever done ostrich.
Yeah.
And if we want to get into the ostrich business, that was interesting.
Yeah.
Now I've never had ostrich. I know they do burgers and stuff like that.
That's a big egg, man.
Yeah, it's a big eggs too. Yeah.
Omelets. We do omelets on the grill.
But
ostrich omelets.
That was interesting.
Yep.
That one was a good idea, I guess.
Yeah. I had a lady tell me she smokes salt.
Yeah, I saw. I was reading a book yesterday about because always learning, Ben.
Yeah, always.
So
always.
you smoke salt and then
she
you
didn't
store
like it.
She didn't like it.
She didn't like it. She told me it was a waste.
Really?
So that's what she said.
Like you're not supposed to smoke it in a pipe. You're supposed to put it in like a smoker and then use it on your meals and stuff.
Amen.
Grind it.
You're at State Fair, so.
Yeah.
No, man. Yeah, she told me like it took on. What'd she say? It kind of turned like brown on her. So I don't know if she went like too heavy on smoke
maybe.
But yeah, she said like it was too much and she didn't like it. And ended up throwing it away.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure, man. I think that was the lady who told me too. Like she has her own recipe for rubs and stuff, and she makes her teenage daughters leave the kitchen.
Oh.
They have to leave the kitchen. She won't share that recipe with anybody.
Really?
So yeah, interesting.
Must be a pleasure to be around.
Yeah, I don't know, man. She was nice. She bought her stuff. She was excited to try it, and
good.
I asked her a lot of questions about stuff that she had used without trying to get too much into it.
Right.
It's
like KFC, huh? Like
kind of
the family has a recipe, and not everybody has more than 3 ingredients or
something like that. Then, man, I got asked about like Canadian geese. What would put on Canadian geese, ducks, and then also like some girl asked me about crane. I was like sandhill cranes? She was like, yeah. I never heard anything like that before. I was like, you get much meat off that?
Yeah.
Is it worth that?
Yeah.
So that was a weird one.
Yeah.
I'd never been asked about crane before, Greg.
And I want to go back to the last episode. We talked about somebody asked about whistle pig.
Whistle pig, yeah.
And I did a little more research on it. You know what a whistle pig is?
I don't know, man.
It's a groundhog.
Great.
I was thinking like a suckling pig. Like, that's a small one.
I think that's what we thought it was.
Right, but a whistle pig is a groundhog.
Oh, okay.
So that's probably why I was like, I'm gonna get this guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get him good. You mean whistling pig?
Yeah, and then it was whatever, man. Yeah. So lots of interesting conversations, man. It was a good time.
It was, and so one of the things, in this episode we want to talk about drumsticks because
they're delicious.
They're delicious. And then we saw a bunch of people walking at State Fair with like the turkey ones.
I love the turkey legs.
Turkey legs. Yeah.
I love them.
But a question I got multiple times, and we might have talked about this in the past, but how do you use a rub versus a seasoning, right? And it's very simple. We try and explain it because we don't have much time. People passing by and just looking, and a lot of times they're not going to buy really anything. They just are questioning like, what is a rub? Is this stuff you just put on meat or what is it? So. Typically, what I tell people is like a rub is something that you'll put on before you cook it. You're rubbing the meat or whatever you're cooking, kind of like a dry brine, where you at least 30 minutes beforehand. Sometimes up to 24 hours. You put it in the fridge overnight or whatever. But a seasoning then is something that you can put on at any time. Before or after you cook. You can do that with a rub as well. Like I know a lot of people that do like ribs and they put like the same rub that they used beforehand. Like after they're done kind of cooking, they coat it a little bit more with the rub again.
Oh, and they go to wrap it.
Yeah. But like a seasoning is traditionally something that you really put on like after you cook it. Like our garlic seasoning, you can put it on beforehand as a rub, but then you can also put it on your vegetables or whatever afterwards, or potatoes or whatever eggs after you cook them. So that was a question I got multiple times, and I just want to continue to reiterate that as like they're not really interchangeable, but they are. You can use them different ways. Like a rub is traditionally, you're putting it on beforehand. You're letting it sit on the meat or whatever you're cooking for a little while before you put it on the grill or smoker. And a seasoning is something that you can do at any time, but you're really putting it on after you cook it.
Yeah, man. Like I got asked to I'll be honest. Like I use pretty much like all of our stuff is both.
Right. Yeah.
Both rubs and
that's
seasonings,
what we tell people too.
There are ones that are designed more to be rubs, to be used as rubs, but no, man. You can definitely use them as seasonings as well.
Yeah. You want to be careful though, man. I talked to some people that, one guy in particular, he's like, anytime I use any rub with the sugar in it, my meat gets burnt and all that kind of stuff. I was like, yeah, a little bit of sugar, it helps caramelize things. Like if you go too much though, like it's going to burn because it is sugar. It's going to, it's going to burn on there. It's going to char.
What are you doing? Like putting it right over the coals?
And that's temperature too. Like if you're going very high heat, like then you're gonna have that charring effect on it because it has a little. But again, you gotta kind of know, like
It's a game.
that it's an art. You have to understand the science behind it too. Like if you're going very high temp, like stay away from maybe the sugars because they burn, or lower your temps or put less sugar on it. I don't know, but our rubs are designed to be able to withstand both, or you're not going to get that burning effect. So just another interesting kind of conversation I had with somebody about the effects of sugar in the rubs and stuff like that. Okay. Yeah. But
hey man, it's good. Yeah, it's good to ask questions. We like
ask questions. We try and help
people.
As much as we can. Everything we have has a little bit of sugar in there. Most of it has a little bit of salt in there as well. But
a lot of that too. Sugar was salt free one.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Well, don't blame salt for what sugar does. You know what I mean? Like
we're not there. It's not us. So
yeah. So I think it's a lot to do with the misconception of what salt does and on the metabolism and stuff. Carbohydrates and sugar is what helps retain water in the body. So like glucose, and that's what elevates when we're talking about blood sugar or blood pressure as well. Like people blame salt for elevated, but the only reason your body's retaining salt is because of the carbs and the sugar that you're eating and ingesting. So if you cut back on some of those things, like you won't have as much of an issue with salt. So it's a twofold thing. We're not doctors, we're not nutritionists, but we do try and maintain a healthy profile, and then also understand what's going into our products and into our bodies. So if you understand how the body metabulates certain things, you understand it's not really the salt or the sugar. There's a lot of other combinations, especially like when you come up to us and you have a vape in your hand and you're drinking a beer. That beer turns into sugar in your body, right? So those types of things, like we don't get into that, but because you're listening to us and we have a platform here, understand how your body metabulates sugar and salt. And salt's really not the enemy. It's really sugar and carbs. So, but, if you want to hear more about it, reach out to me. I'd be happy to have that conversation with you about that. But yeah, we get a lot of that stuff, man. And, we're not trying to educate everybody every single time. Some are lost causes, and you're just like, okay, well, everything we have is a little bit of sugar, has a little bit of salt, But if you are really serious about kind of how those things impact your meat and your body as you ingest them, you gotta do your own research, and you gotta do your own reading, and that's what we like to do here. We don't just go off of what we hear or read on social media posts or whatever. So
yeah, man. And one that's funny too, because I had people say like, oh, well, this is your guys' business? Like, yeah, this is ours. Like, oh, we'll never trust a skinny chef.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
No.
Yeah.
No, man.
There's a lot.
I guess that's your opinion then.
Right. Yeah. I guess Gordon Ramsay's full of shit. Huh?
Yep. and Stephen Reichland.
Right.
And Tuffy Stone. Like,
Tuffy
Stone.
Screw them, all those guys. Yeah.
But man, that's it's neither here nor there.
Right. Like, we encourage everybody to just kind of do their own research, even like based off of what we're telling you. Yeah, but we do a lot of research on our own, and before we put out products, and we test and we test and we test, and and we read and we research, and we try and find stuff that we know it's going to be healthy for us and for our kids and for our families. But we encourage everybody to do the same. But if you don't want to, then just follow us, and we'll make sure you're taken care of. Yeah. But all right, Ben. Drumsticks, man. Oh wait, hold on. We gotta pick winners. So this is our anniversary month for kind of us really being in business. Yeah, we filed paperwork in July, but we were up and running really in August. So, Ben, what are we gonna give away this month?
Man, so we talked about it. I think I'll give you all the credit for this one because I think it's a great idea.
Thank you.
It's a great idea. But we'll be giving away kind of the first 3 products that we started with.
Right. The OGs, originals.
Yep. The 3 originals that, we went out to Twins Flowers for our first ever event.
Yeah.
And that's all we had was these 3 products. So
yeah,
it's our the all-purpose, so our all-ration rub. Our ground pounder, so our garlic seasoning and rub. And then sweet heat.
Sweet heat.
Delicious. Flavorful effect.
The 3 that we started with, man.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, man. Even to this day, like those are still 3 very, very popular ones for us.
Yeah.
They all 3 did great out at State Fair. They continue to do really, really well.
Yep.
We're very proud of those ones. Maybe we kind of lean in on those ones a little bit harder just because is what we started with. But they're ones too that you can do a lot. You can cook a lot of meat, food, whatever, vegetables, anything you want with those 3.
Yeah,
that was kind of why we originally started with those ones.
Absolutely. So we're gonna give away the 3 originals this month. We didn't pick a winner last week because we were kind of at State Fair doing that one. So we'll pick 2 winners this week. First one here, I got Joe Kleps from Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Oh, Joe, thanks, man.
Joe, congrats, and we'll get you that. And then let's pick one more, Ben. Give me a letter here.
L.
L. Let's find an L here. No. Okay. Brad Lutz from Cinnaminson, New Jersey, Ben. Brad Lutz.
Never been there.
Never been there,
sure
but
it's
it's Cinnamison.
Oh, sounds like
Cinnaminson. Brad, congrats, Brad, man. New Jersey, man.
It's got to be the correct pronunciation.
It is. But congrats to you guys. We'll get those in the mail to you, the original OGs. But again, if you want to be included in the giveaways, man, just go over to our website, burnpitbbq.com, sign up for the newsletter. Our list continues to grow, Ben.
That's awesome.
It's awesome. Like, we've almost doubled since we started. Yeah, we've doubled our subscriber list since we started the year, man. And it continues to grow. Burn Pit Nation is growing everywhere we go. So it's awesome. And again, we appreciate the people listening and sharing our story and kind of what we're doing here. Year number 4, man. Who would have thought we'd have been here, right? Yeah. Just a couple of dudes in the basement.
It's a good time, man.
In the backyard.
Yeah, it's a good time. I don't know, but obviously we wouldn't be here, without all of you. And again, we appreciate you signing up and subscribing and stuff. I mean, that's how you're gonna find out too about any new products we have coming out or releases, or like the maple whiskey sauce, getting pre-orders and stuff like that too. So we did have a lot of people ask, like, well, how do I know about this? Or, are you gonna bring back the hot sauces? And like, well, sign up for a newsletter and we'll let you know. So
hot sauces. We'll probably bring them back at some point. Just sure. We're taking a pause on them. They sell well when we're out at events, but then it's they don't. You can buy them online, right? You can go out to our website and buy them online. So, but just having the inventory and the space constraint. So we're pausing on them, but we'll probably bring them back. Yeah. Because we do donate a portion of those sales too. So we want to make sure we continue to support those organizations that we have aligned ourselves with those. So, but we do anyways. But yeah. All right, man. Drumsticks, man.
Drumsticks.
I will be honest with you, man. Like, I don't do too many of them.
Yeah, that's fair.
When I do them, I like to do them hot and fast. I don't like to smoke them. I like the crispy skin. I like the, when I rip into it, like all the skin comes up at once. It's all crispy and stuff, But
so you're an animal.
Yeah, I am an animal. So do you typically do turkey drumsticks, or are you more of like the chicken?
More the chicken.
Yeah,
we do the chicken quite a bit more. Man, I think that these are huge in the barbecue world because people love. It's just like wings and ribs, like something you just grab onto.
Yeah.
Somebody just eating it with your hands,
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't do them. I don't know. We don't do them like too often, but we definitely do them quite a bit throughout the year. So, it's not like a once a week type of thing.
Right.
We'll cook them. Okay. We'll cook them up. So, honestly, dude, I do kind of like to smoke them up a bit, and I've gotten into I cut the skin off. Yeah. So I'll peel it down and have my meat scissors and just cut it.
Cut the skin off?
Cut the skin off.
Wow, really?
Yeah, man. I never there's times where I will leave it on, but like you get, just like you're saying, man, where you take that bite and all that skin comes off, right? Well, there goes all your seasonings too and stuff. So
that's true, yeah.
So that's man. It's kind of like the party ribs, right? Like now, like taking that skin off and stuff. Like I'm getting my seasoning right down in there. My sauce, if I sauce them, is all over instead of just it being on the skin, and then you get it all in one bite. It's just different. It's different. You go straight to the meat.
Yeah. Have you ever taken the skin off and then like put it back on?
I have. Yeah. I mean, or like if I don't just like peel it all the way off and stuff, like I'll kind of get it, fold it back a little,
sure,
so I can season like the meat and stuff too.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen like competition like thighs, like they take the skin off, and then they skin the back of the skin with, or like they scrape the back of the skin like to get the fat off of there.
Yeah.
And then they season, both sides of the skin, and they season the meat, and then they put the skin back on. So I can see what you're saying there. That like if you bite into it and you rip off the skin, then you're losing kind of that seasoning you put on in the beginning.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Do you feel like if you take the skin off, like then you lose some moisture though, like with the meat?
I haven't. No.
Okay.
No. I don't know, because I mean your seasoning's on and stuff, right? So
right.
That's all. It's kind of gonna break it down and keep that moisture in.
Okay. And then are you typically smoking, or are you like hot and fast with these?
So usually we're smoking them for a bit. Like I'll smoke them for like a half hour, and then I'll kind of put them over the coals and crisp them up a touch or something.
So just a quick smoke.
Yeah. Half hour, 45 minutes. Just kind of depends.
Do you have like a preferred rub that you use or flavor that you like to go with?
No, man, I don't. It really just depends. Like, it depends on that day.
Yeah.
Like I love pop smoke on chicken, like our Memphis style. Sometimes I love kind of more your traditional, so I'll go with like our all-purpose and like the two all-purposes, right? So a little bit of garlic, a little bit of our all-purpose seasoning. Or I'll go, if I want like spicy, I'll do like our spicy all-purpose and some garlic, so you can get like a spicy garlic.
Yeah.
Let's see, man. I'll also do like our fire for effect, like the sweet heat sometimes too, and get like, so that'll like crisp up the outside a little bit more too. And man, there's tons of options. Sometimes I'll just go traditional, man, and just use like our QRF sauce, and you get like a nice hearty, like just like I said, like that bold traditional, just drumstick.
Yeah.
So we've done the percolator sauce,
the
man.
Percolator. That's been a long time since we always talk about it, bringing it back, but get that bottle up. The percolator. Yeah.
Yep. Haven't done that in a while though, but no, man. So it really really depends. Like depends if the kids want sauce that day or not. Kind of what mood I'm in.
Yeah.
Like I said,
I feel that. Like, are you feeling spicy?
Yeah.
Traditional, classic.
And if I have enough too, like I might do a couple different ones.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man. Like, what type of wood are you using typically when you're smoking?
So I'll go lighter because it was just because of the chicken and stuff. Like sometimes I'll throw some of the Jack Daniel's chips in there with that. Other times too, I'll do like a pecan or a hickory.
Okay.
Yeah, just real nice. Just kind of get some of that flavor and stuff in there. So just a touch of that smoke and let it run, man.
Okay. All right.
When you're going hot and fast, do you throw some chips on there at all?
I always throw some chips. If I got some, if I'm starting it, like I just.
Or you go apple?
Yeah, I mean apple or pecan if I got them. Hickory I've been using a lot of lately.
Mesquite's not bad too.
That's not like if I'm doing hot and fast, it's not going to catch most of the smoke anyways. Right. So I just do it for the ambiance. You know what I mean? Like if I'm out there, I want it to smell good. It's more for me than it is for the meat. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And just try it out. Just throw some on there, get a little smoke on there. But yeah, I typically just season it, man. Like I'll season them. I'm not a big sauce guy, so I'll do sauce on the side if I wanted it. And then hot and fast, man. Just get it nice and crispy, and then pull them off, and then just mow down, man.
Yeah.
And then a lot of times, if you have leftovers, I just cut them off the bones and cut them up into chunks so you can make like wraps or salads or whatever later on.
My leftover, I just go and grab it right out of the.
I bet you do.
Right out of the fridge.
Cold, like a nice cold one.
Yeah. Cold drumstick. Walk around the house, just gnaw on it for a bit. Well, absolutely.
With our sauce bottle, just pouring it on there. Huh?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Okay. So I've seen some of those. Like, have you seen the lollipops that people have been doing?
Dude, yes. Have you ever done anything like that?
No. I mean, that's a waste to me. I think so. You're cutting all the skin in the meat from like the big drum up through the thigh or whatever
Sure.
to the joint. So like it's like a handle, right?
Yep.
And then the bottom looks like a lollipop, right?
Yep.
and then when they're done cooking them, because like you can stand it straight up in the
Right, yeah.
smoker, you smoke it or you grill it. Then you just take it and you dip it in like a cup of sauce, and it's got like this nice glaze on there. You know, it looks good. It looks like a candied apple. You know,
Yeah.
like a lollipop. But I just like, yeah, it looks cool. It probably tastes good too. But like, there's just so much waste that's going into that. Like, I'm sure you might save the skin and the little meat that you have from the rest of the. But I mean, you dip it into a cup of sauce. I mean, why? What do you need that for? I don't know. Maybe I'm just
I've never done it, man.
curmudgeon with that, but
I guess.
you know, why waste so much stuff just to make it look cool? I don't know. Yeah, man, we're in the backyard, man. We're not winning any competitions other than is it all gone? Does it taste good? You know,
so man, I love it. Like my son, he crushes these. Like, and my daughter does too. But like my son, he crushes them, and he gets. I love it, so I'll make sure and sauce him like heavy too, and he gets it all over his face.
All over his face. Animal.
Yeah, I know.
What an animal!
That's a savage, you know.
He's got a drumstick in one hand, corn on the cob in the other one.
Yeah,
good chicken, Dad.
Yeah, good chicken.
Nice.
No, actually, usually he'll call like pork or beef or something. Like, Dad, this beef's good today. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you.
Yeah. That's good, man. Yeah. You know, if somebody's doing drumsticks for like the first time, because honestly, like they are a little bit cheaper. Like,
dude, you can get like a whole pack for like $4 or $5.
Meat prices are still kind of climbing up there. You know, so some of these other cuts of meat are a little bit cheaper right now, like the drumsticks. You get like you said, you could get a whole pack. You know, 10 to 12 for pretty cheap. What would your tip be to somebody that's starting out for the first time that they're just cutting into this pack that they just got? You know, maybe they have like a grill smoker.
Man, I've done it too, where I've like even right there, I cut it open, leave them on that pack, and just season them
right away.
Right away. You know, like I mean, that's how I used to do it a lot.
If you're cooking them right away that day, season them right away.
Season them, just right there.
Put some rub on there.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, if you are leaving the skin on, like we see a lot of questions like how my skin's always rubbery. It's always especially the wings and like drumsticks are similar with the skin, obviously, because it's coming from the same animal.
Do you notice that, man?
It doesn't happen to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it doesn't get very rubbery for me. But I think it's because people don't like. Maybe they sauce them too much. I'm not sure, but
well, I guess too, man. Like if like with us. Traditionally, like we've talked about hot and fast, right? We're putting it towards the end, like putting it right over the coals and crisping it up.
Yeah, like
and if you don't have a smoker,
like if you're just smoking them and you just keep smoking them, like I don't think that the skin's gonna tighten up because it's not like the temperature's not hot enough for it to start to contract. Whereas if you smoke it first and then you put it over the coals at the end, like you're gonna get a nice char on there, and it's gonna tighten up the skin quite a bit because the moisture is coming out.
Yep.
When you smoke, there's still a little bit of moisture in there because it's not as high of a temperature. But I mean, that's the ultimate goal is like if you want crispy skin is you got to draw out the moisture. So that's why we typically season, and there's a little bit of salt in there because the salt and the sugar help to draw out the moisture. Season them right away, and let that sit for a little bit. And then before you put them on, maybe take them out. Poultry's a little bit different. You got to be careful that you don't get sick and you don't go below certain temperatures, but allow that rub to do what it's supposed to do and help draw out some of the moisture, so then when you are ready to put them on the grill or smoker, like your skin will tighten up. Season them right away. And then
man, it depends too. Like towards the end, you can do them. You can sauce them. My dad, he likes to brush the sauce on.
Yeah.
I like to just
that's old school, man.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I like to just throw them in a tin pan and sauce them and kind of move them around a little bit and stuff. But yeah, he likes to. He'll
have a little cup there and a little mop, and then just brush them on.
Yep.
That's old school. Like I remember, like my grandpa doing that.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, that's cool too. You just got to be careful, like with that, especially if you're doing it right over the coals. I mean, they can burn quick. But
yeah, so I mean, the saucing, if you're saucing the drums or chicken, like the last 15 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
So you don't
get the bake on there.
But
yeah. No, man, I love doing some good drumsticks.
Good.
And, like again, too, like there's so many ways you can season them and cook them.
Yeah.
You can do them just like wings. If you love doing like that wing, flavor profile. You can do the same thing. If you want, like, that barbecue chicken, you can do that. You can go kind of more of like an Asian style and use like
a sesame.
Yeah. Or even man, why can't soy sauce?
Orange chicken.
Soy sauce and orange. Yeah, I mean, there's the Japanese barbecue sauce. I've used that in the past too.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, like it's great. They're not too bad. They can be a crowd pleaser and stuff, and you can. It's one of those things too. Like you can make a bunch of them for a decent price, and it'll last. Like I mean, they go a ways. And it's something about just being able to just grab something there with your hands and just eat it. So I love it.
Yeah, man, it's simple to do. They're kind of cheap right now, so it's also something like if you're just starting like the barbecue and grill, man. Like if you can master that, like you can, you'll be like a king of the grill.
Right.
Everybody loves a drumstick. Yeah, and super simple to do. And if you mess it up, not really like. Not a lot of risk involved there because it's not that expensive.
If you dry it out too bad, sauce it, man.
Chop it up and sauce them up.
Sauce it. Yeah. Who cares?
If the skin is a little rubbery, put it back on there or peel it off, And so, I mean, I just thought of that, I saw a lot of people asking about drumsticks recently. We saw a bunch of turkey legs at the fair.
The turkey legs, man, those don't have any skin on them.
Do they? Do they not?
So.
I think they do.
I don't think so. I don't know.
It's been a long time since I had one.
Yeah.
It's just people gnawing on those things as they're walking around. Those and pickles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't talk to me about pickles.
I know.
Yeah.
A lot of pickles.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, I just want to talk to you about that real quick. I know we wanted to get on here and kind of do a recap and then also give some tips on some things. You're heading out of town, so I want to make sure you can get out of here, go do that. Any last minute words for anybody out there? We're going to take some time to get out and grill because we got some downtime now. So I know I got some chicken breasts the boys have been asking to do, and got some steaks I'm going to be defrosting here soon. So those will be some quicker ones. But what about you?
I don't know, man. I've been thinking about burgers a lot lately.
Burgers, yeah.
Yeah, some good burgers. Still corn season, so I'm sure we'll be doing some more.
We grew some, Ben. Did you know each like stalk only has like 2 ears on it? So like we had like 3 stalks and we got 6 like ears of corn out of there. Well, that's one meal. There you go.
Yeah.
Did it. We did it.
Worth it.
Yeah.
Nice, man. Yeah, so we'll be doing some corn. I'm not sure, man. I want to get back to the creative side of things.
Yeah. Now that we have some mental space to
just
maybe do some of that stuff.
Yeah. So we're going out of town for a little bit. Go spend some time with my parents up north in the UP here. And I packed like 4 different books, man. 4 different grilling and cookbooks to take.
Oh, nice.
To pack and take up there.
Nice, man.
So,
man.
It's
interesting. Like I was like yesterday when I was like I'm not really doing too much business stuff, so I picked up my sauce and rub book from Steve Reichlin.
Yeah.
I'm like I'm just gonna start from the beginning and go through it again, man.
Yep. Yeah.
I learned something something new every time I go through it.
There's so much to pull from it, right? Like I love it. So I was like, I'm gonna go through. I'm just gonna sit some time. We'll be by the lake and stuff. So just sit out there and read about barbecue, man, and shut down a little.
Yeah. Good. Well, good for you. Go do that. I'm gonna try and do that as well.
Yeah.
I got the books that I've been looking at. Get creative again. But yeah, we got the night market coming up in Franksville, the 24th of August. You'll be out there. I won't be out there. I'm taking my boy to the Packer preseason game. So maybe get some tailgating in, up there. That's always a fun time. We'll see what he wants to do. And then September 1st, buddy.
Oh man,
our 4th annual backyard.
Believe that, Greg? 4th, man.
Crazy, man. 4th, it'd be our biggest one yet, man. We got 18 teams that are competing for the belt, the Burn Pit BBQ Grand Champion belt. We got cash prizes. We're gonna have raffles. Band. I talked to Mike yesterday. He's got an awesome band lined up. I don't know exactly who it is, but he's excited about it.
Tom Petty. Man.
Yeah, Tom Petty. Yeah, bringing him back. A lot of cool raffle prizes. Jack Daniels, I think we're in talks with them to try and set up a booth out there so they can do some sampling because they are one of our.
Where I'll be.
Yeah, I know where you'll be for sure. They're one of our partners in this, and they have been since the beginning. But this year they're talking about setting up an actual booth for us so people can go up and sample. But yeah, so it should be a good time. If you're in the area, we'd love to have you out there September 1st. The bar opens at 11 a.m. The competition teams will be there earlier at 8. We got a few spots left. If you're interested, sign up now because at the end of the week is kind of when we're shutting it down. But yeah, it's going to be an awesome time out there. So if you guys are in the area, we'd love to have you out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think that sums it up. We'd love to have you. Come on. It's a good time. Again, we're raising funds for Sierra Delta this year. They're out of Madison. I know they work with vets on training with service dogs.
Yep, and first responders too, I believe. So they do a lot.
Building that camaraderie, getting you back into like that team atmosphere too, and just someone to always be right there by your side. So we really appreciate them and what they do, and that's kind of why we picked them this year.
Yeah. So it should be a good time if you're in the area. We'd love to have you out there. But otherwise, you can find us on the website burnpitbbq.com. Sign up for the newsletter. We'll send you where we're going to be, recipes, tips, all that kind of stuff, and then most importantly, you'll have first dibs on the maple whiskey when we put the pre-orders out there soon.
Yeah, and obviously, it's we're in August now.
Yeah,
school starts in
3 weeks.
3 weeks, yeah. So that's it. Take advantage of this.
Yeah.
These last 3 weeks here, definitely get out and grill as much as you can.
Yeah,
it's a fun part.
All right, man. Well, have a good trip, and
Thanks,
then looking forward to talking to you when you come back about all the stuff you grilled up.
I'm excited.
All right.
Take it easy.